Sorry, I'm having a really stressful week, a couple of weeks, but it's okay because I'm making a video, I guess. I have to ask, are you guys like those crazy people that like, you know, sing when you're on the phone or you're waiting to, you know what? I'm gonna do an example. So, I have this really bad habit of when I'm calling somebody, I'll call up my friend, and sometimes I just don't expect them to pick up because they just don't usually. So I'll be sitting there on the phone, you know, it's ringing, and I'm like, you're doing my thing, being like, but you know, and this, I get bored easy, so I start singing to myself, and you know, it can be something, you know, like, oh, Danny boy, or something, I don't know, but it's always like when you start singing the really inappropriate songs that somebody picks up. You know, for example, you're sitting there and you're like, I just in my pants, and that's like the minute that their mother picks up the phone. And what are you supposed to do about it? You know, like, I mean, I have several tactics. One, you can hang up. It's great to hang up on people's moms. Although if they have caller ID, which, you know, about 99.9% of the population seems to at this point, you're kind of fucked. But then I guess you could be like, you know, cover it up by being like, yeah, yes, is so-and-so there? You know? Or you can just pretend to be like a telemarketer, I guess. But then, you know, it's the same problem because they'll see your phone number. Or if you're really unlucky, it'll actually flash your name. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I do it all the time. And it always leaves me problems. Like, luckily, nowadays, after my friends start getting cell phones, it doesn't happen as much. They pick up the phone and hear me saying something weird, and they're like, Julie, you just... No, but we have good times. I have good friends. To me, anyway. Yeah. So I was just thinking about some of my random little habits, like when I'm home alone, when I'm not, like, working or, like, you know, out with friends, because I don't have any, apparently. No, it's, you know, I'm not even gonna go there. Yeah, when I'm not doing that, like, sometimes I'll just talk to myself. Like, I'll start, like, not even just talking to myself, like, going, do I want apple juice or grape juice, you know, nothing like that, but sometimes I'll start thinking about stories in my head, and I'll be like, no, you can't do that. What are you thinking? I'm so appalled at this blah, blah, you know, whatever it is. I can't do a good example when I'm on the spot. It just has to come naturally. And a lot of the times it will be like fan fiction for something. Do you know how many times I've done stuff like that with Artemis Fowl and how embarrassing it is? I've actually had my dad walk in on me once or twice, and he's like, who are you talking to? And I'm like, it's somebody on the phone. Speaker phone. Of course he doesn't believe me. He just kind of looks away. Yeah. It's really awkward because, like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I have a really overactive imagination or something, because, like, sometimes even, like, I'll pretend like I'm an actor being talked to about my role or whatever, and I'll be like, yeah, you know, I feel like my character is just incredibly intellectual, or so, I don't know, I'll just make up these random things and they just come spilling out of my mouth. Like, I don't even consciously do it. Like, I'll start doing it, and then, like, right in the middle of it, I'll be like, what am I doing? Or, like, I'll have to go to the bathroom, I'll come back, I'm like, God, what was I doing? That was really fun. Was I watching a movie or reading a book? Oh, no, I wasn't. I was sitting there being crazy. Yeah, it's fun. It's a good time. Does anybody do that? Except me? Maybe? Possibly? No. Okay. Well, yeah, so do you guys have anything weird you do when you're by yourself? Or even you and your friends do when you're... I don't know. Keep it PG-13, if you don't mind. And put it in the comments below, please. Okay. I'll try and make another video soon, but don't expect it because I suck.